So like niggas. You don't see any so niggas. If you got that, they Judas is different. Judas is still different. Yeah, Judas is different. That's what Zechariah says. Oh yeah. It's all. We're actually a decent place to think about. We're in the place to actually win a lot. Right. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First of all, I want to give our prayers to Abinawa.
Yahweh, Bashim, Yahusha, Bashim, Kakadash.
We tell us to the spirit, salutations of so-called Negroes back to the American children to the Bible. I still got a seat in 2025 of your pipes of your Jacob Supper. Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 49, verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
And so Judah, right, we tell you so-called Negroes, which Judah, which means Yahweh, which means the Most High things. Thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise, because Judah was deemed the head tribe of all the children of Israel, right? The rest of the tribes, dealing with Levi, Benjamin, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Gad, Reuben, Issachar, Zebulun, Asher, Naphtali, right? They was named over all his brethren, man. Go ahead.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. And meaning, because Judah's hand is in the neck of my enemies, Esau, Edom. But literally, this scripture is twofold, right? When you get into it, if you real quick, if you go to this is right here. 1 second. I gotta real quick, just grab real quick, Psalms 1, Psalms 18 and 40. And when I got Exodus 23 and 27.
Yeah, in Psalms chapter 18, verse 40. Thou hast also given me the neck of mine enemies.
Who's our enemies? Right? Hey, shit, Ezekiel 25, man. The so-called white man. He's our enemy. So that's why. So we're gonna have soon the Most High is gonna give Judah the neck of his enemies, man. Right? Which is first the so-called white man. And that's why we're the ones out here first doing the work. Because the Most High, the scripture saying Zechariah, the Lord called the tents of Judah first. Judah was called first to the table before everything else happens. The Lord calls Judah first, man. The Lord sent for Judah first. Especially in this time now for the prophets to come up with the prophecy of the scriptures. All this is Judah, which is the so-called Negro. That's why we're the ones out here mainly on the streets pushing the shoot, because we're the head tribe of our people, man. And the Lord's gonna give us the hand of our neck of our enemies, so-called white man, whom the rest of our people seem to love, and they love him so much, man.
This is Zechariah chapter 12, chapter 12 and 5. And the governors of Judah shall say in their heart, the inhabitants of Jerusalem shall be my strength. In the Lord Yahweh Bashim al-Shai of hosts, their power. In that day will I make the governors of Judah like a hearth of fire among the wood, and like a torch of fire in a sheaf. And they shall devour all the people around about, on the right hand and on the left.
See, because the Most High gonna raise us up. See, the Lord's gonna raise up an army, man. It was going on right now, right? And like in a spiritual sense, right? We're that fire in the wood, because what are we doing? It's like this troop is like a war with a fire. You see Judah everywhere teaching the word of the Most High, devouring our enemies. Now this could be double fold, but we're doing it first through our mouth, but then we're gonna get physical. Right. See, we're telling the white man he the goddamn devil. We're going to slavery, all these things, right?
Hey, because look right quick. Look what's going on in Chicago, Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on in Portland?
Yeah.
And went on in DC. They trying to get Judah to rise up. Because they've been saying, oh, it's time for blacks to come step up and help us. Because they know that their plight don't mean shit without the so-called Negroes a part of it. So Judah got to be the head of it to make it pop.
We're the first. Yeah.
That's it, man.
First.
Right? So they know that they need us, right, to get the shit really popping. Let me just finish this. So in that day will I make the governors of Judah like a hearth of fire among the wood, and like a torch of fire in the sheaf, and they shall devour all the people around about, on the right hand and on the left. And Jerusalem shall be inhabited again in their own place, even in Jerusalem. The Lord Yahweh Shema shall also shall save the tents of Judah first.
That's it. That's why we're out here, man. The tent of Judah gonna be saved first.
And that's coming back to
And that's coming right here to the truth. That's why, you know, the main focal point of Israel is so-called Negro. That's the first thing you learn is that the Jews, so-called Jews, are the Jews of the Bible are black. Okay, that's the first thing you learn. You know, that's why Judah is we are the ingredient staple to this knowledge, man. And the rest of the tribes are supposed to follow after us. You know,
the Lord Yahweh Shema shall also sustain the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah.
And that's the point, and that's the whole point why the Most High got Judah out here first, out here doing the work the most, man. Because see, Israel, they're under us, man. They're the least of the brother. If we are the, you know, if we're of Judah, where tribe we may be, we could be Reuben or Nick or Judah, but you know, but Judah's the head tribe. So the other tribes have to follow under Judah because Yahweh Shai, ultimately. Because see, let's say if it was Ephraim out here coming out here first, trying to wake up Judah, that'd be backwards. It wouldn't work. So they think they were supposed to. Well, we was out here first. Then try to magnify themselves over Judah. You know, but that's why the Lord has Judah out here first. That's why all this Judah knowledge came out. When you go back to Abba Bibbins, right? He could have been a Levite, he could have been a Benjamite, but through scripture we don't believe he's supposed to be the Levite, a Haitian, right? Which is he's of the Southern Kingdom. He's of the kingdom of Judah. Because he got that Negroid look, regardless of the situation, right? Then you think about the seven going back. You think about the seven going back to one West. They all were what? Negroids. They were all of Negro descent. Either they Judah, Benjamin, Levi. They're all of the Southern Kingdom, right? Apostle Tahar, Levite.
When we go back to the disciples, they always.
And then you go back, and that's the point. Hyperstar Yah, you know, Judite, King Shah, Judite, you know, King Elder Yaquab, Judite. You know, they all were of the tribe of Judah, and they were the ones out here doing the work first, man. And you got to think about it. One West, it was mainly Judites that was up in the schools teaching. All the knowledge coming out, all the seven of them. They all were Judites, and then all the other tribes following after them. You know, that's how Yahweh Shai wanted to say. And then when you go back to the 12, that was with Yahweh Shai. They all were Judites, man. They all were Southern Kingdom. They all were Judites, man. Right? The 12, they all were Judites. And then the 12 is going to sit on the thrones with Yahweh Shai. They're all going to be Judites. Because that's the head tribe who the Most High calls first, man. You know?
In that day shall the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David.
That's it. So the people that as among them shall be as David. So the weakest brother, right? The weakest men of the Lord going to be as David. Meaning basically powerful, man. Because when David was in power, hey, no one could stop him, man.
Right.
You know, so when the Lord had his spirit on King David to do what he did, conquering the world, conquering the other nations, who could stop King David? No one can stop King David in the mighty name. No one could, man, because the Lord was on David to do that. You know?
And the house of David shall be as Yahweh, as the angels of the Lord Yahweh before them. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem.
And what are those nations, man? Right? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right? The Chinese, the Japanese, the Arab, all the other nations that are with Israel, right? Which the so-called blacks, Latino, the Americans, they're going to be destroyed, man. They're going to be destroyed. They're going to be ugly. It's going to say they shall be ugly, beaten, and powder. All the other, and we go to Obadiah. It says Judah shall be Judah shall be a flame, and house Esau stubble. So hey, so the whole point, world domination is coming. And that's the whole point. World domination is coming. It's going to start with our Lord Yahweh Shai in the 144,000. So the 12 tribes of Israel was going to take over this current world that you know today, right? That you think you know, right?
I had another script right quick just to go to the first thing. This is Judges chapter 20 and 18 or 17. And the men of Israel beside Benjamin were numbered 400,000 men that drew sword. All these were men of war. And the children of Israel arose and went up to the house of Yahweh and asked counsel of Yahweh and said, which of us shall go up first? And said, which of us shall go up first to the battle against the children of Benjamin? And the Lord said, Judah shall go up first.
That's it. Because Judah's the head, man. Because so Judah, that's the whole point. And that's why we're the main focal point of everything, right? So-called Negroes are the main focal point of everything, right? Even going on right now, dealing with the martial law. We're the main focal point of that. You know, we're the main focal point of everything that happens in the world. It's just the eyes is on Judah, man. Because that's how the Lord got it set. We're like the biggest thing that ever walked the earth. Everything that happens got to be, Jake's all up in it. You know, Charlie Kirk thing. Oh, it's the black swamp. You know what I'm saying? It's this. You got the one Jake who made plastiline, right? Made turn plastic into goddamn gasoline, man. You know?
Yeah.
Judah is like, you know, we're just different, man. All the great boxers and fighters and going back to the 300, the real Spartans, Macedonian Israelites, which were black men, so-called black men.
And to bring it into this time now, when Judah came out of slavery, you got Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You got Redwood in Florida. There was another.
All the black black exploitation.
Yeah. It was like Tulsa. It was some shit in Baltimore.
Yeah.
It was Florida had like 2-3 places that was all Judites, man, mixed in with Reuben, especially in Florida. It was mixed in with Reuben, and then you start talking about let's talk about the inventions, the things that were made that you use today. You know, when you go back to like the when your cell phones, the chip that's inside of the cell phone was built by a so-called black woman. When you go back to your heating system, the heating system in these big businesses was built by a so-called black man in the 1800s. When you go back to the rolling pin, you go back to the doorknob, you go back to the light bulb, because who made the real fulfillment? Not that Edomite, not that so-called white man. It was Lewis Lattimore, who was a black man, so-called black man, who made the fulfillment. Edison tried to steal it. The first inventors of the vehicle, there was some black slaves, his father and the son, and they ended up building the first cars, but they couldn't mass produce because Ford had took their patents and started stealing what they were doing. So they would steal the patents up from the so-called black man, and then they started mass producing it because they would go to the banks, to the so-called white people, and they would give them loans where they wouldn't give the his last name was Patterson. They wouldn't give him and his father a loan because they were black. So Ford was able to mass produce. The very same vehicles that Jake started producing themselves, because they was the ones before they was producing cars. The Patterson's family, they were producing buggies, horse carriages. You know what I'm saying? They had the horse carriages with the big wheels, right?
Okay. Yeah, I got this one.
Right? So they had the horse carriages with the big wheels. They had already been mass producing cars. So what they did was they flipped over and they started mass producing buses. And then when you talk about the first bus system, there was Jake that did the first bus system. And when you look at in Mississippi, Alabama, Jake had the bus system down there, and and it was thriving down there, and Esau was jealous of it because they bus system once Jake left Esau's bus system, and they moved over to the Jake bus system in Mississippi. They couldn't hold up any longer. They went under, and Jake was thriving. But the minute that Jake integrated, the city asked them to come and take over the old routes from the Edomites who had ran it. And when they integrated, they shit went down. Because why? Because they had to go through the rules and stipulations. Blacks couldn't ride on the bus, and they had to go. So Esau brought them in just to break them down. So it's many. When you talk about the Super Soaker water gun, the video game, the first video game was so-called Black Man. When you talk about there ain't shit hell. The ambulance system was ran from Tulsa, Oklahoma. The very first ever ran was out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay.
The 3-hour Ranger.
Oh hell, the first, and that's nothing. The real Long Ranger. The real Long Ranger, his real name was Bass Reeves. You got to go look up the similarities.
We got Bass right now. I mean, we got time.
We got to look up the similarities between Bass Reeves and the Lone Ranger, right? They took that whole the so-called white man took that whole structure of Bass Reeves being the first of martial law. Hey, the water, man, that's beautiful. Thank you. Turn that shit down so it's going past. But hey, they took that from Bass Reeves, and because he was wearing disguises and shit. He was going there. He was going into these Edomite, and how you know Bass Reeves had an indigenous, which he had a so-called Indian with him. It was his companion. Lone Ranger also had an Indian companion with him, right? Because where it come from? It came from Bass Reeves, and they called him Tonto. I forget what his name was when he was with Bass Reeves. You know what I'm saying? So Esau has just taken and remastered and remixed everything that Judah did. That's why Judah's first, man. Right? Judah built this bitch is built off of Judah's back.
White House.
Everything in America is built off of the back of the so-called black man. Okay, just from the very light that tell you to stop and go, from the blinking lights in your car, from the car lights that are left and right. As a so-called black man that did that. Okay, from cars itself, from your buses, from your fucking trains, the fucking trains, to the fucking gadget that holds the train together, that keep the train. I mean, Jake is the innovator of all this shit, man. Judah is, okay? You know, because when you go back, because they came out of slavery, man, they was just inventing so much shit. Because there was so much shit that Jake had to learn how to, why? Because we had to learn how to, all that shit. Yeah, that was the woman. She had to sweep the floors. She had to figure out, because they wouldn't give her proper equipment. Yeah, medical equipment.
First brain surgery.
Yeah, first brain surgery, first heart surgery, plasma. Why you got plasma nowadays? It's a so-called Negro, man. Hey, they got a matter of fact, they got a movie about another Negro. I forget. Not Common. Most Def played him in the movie. He played that he was a dude. He created. He's the first so-called black man who created the what's that shit called? What's that shit called when they blow? They give you oxygen, man. Where you can get oxygen shit from a tank. Man, see, the white man don't tell you the truth about who the so-called black man is, man. He just ripped and stole everything from us because he was the one that was in control of everything, right? Because he had all the money, the banks, right? He had what we needed to thrive, but Jake still thrived without him, man. Go ahead. I
won't get that word history real quick on history because it really means etymology, his story. You know, we'll get that word history, etymology of history. And that's the whole point why everything has been like we got all the cities of black civilizations that was like in America that got taken down.
Yeah,
got those too. And that's why the Lord calls you the heavy first, man. Because we'd have had tried, you know. We'd have start all this shit, man. You know? And that's the thing about it. We're the superior, and then they were the superior race of all, man. You know? And Israel is superior within itself, but Judah is the superior. Yeah. Like we're the superior of all, man. Because everything that you see here, the potato chip, peanut butter,
ranch dressing,
all the ketchup, all that shit that people love to eat nowadays was all invented by a so-called Negro.
Yeah.
You know,
and a lot of these guys like the barber chair, the barber chair and shit, all that shit.
That comes from Jake.
That's Jake, man. Innovating all that shit, man.
But going to a barbershop to get your haircut.
Yeah,
that was that's a Jake. That's Jake.
The capacitor.
Mm-hmm.
The capacitor is built by a so-called black man, man. Like I said, like the one dude that one doctor, the one doctor is a movie, Most Def. You gotta look up the movie. He played that so-called black man. He was a doctor, and he came up with the invention of the fucking oxygen machine, man, being able to blow the guy came to ask, hey, what's that you building? He was like, just a little gadget I just threw together. And then he was the first one he did like that open heart surgery, Man, he was, hey man, it's out cold, man. You know? And he was like, how did you do that? He asked, he was like, how did you do that? He was like, this is just stuff that I put together, that I innovated together, that I put this together with that, this with that, and I built this to do this, to do the work for me. I mean, that's what the so-called black man is. He ain't you niggas on the streets dropping your pants down to the floor smoking dope all day long. You a motherfucking innovator. You are the reason America is what the fuck it is. You are the very reason that this country was built. You're the reason why people don't go and get fucking that this world can drive past a goddamn red light or have street corners and you can get through the street back and forth. Because if it wasn't for your invention of building the light, the red for stop, the yellow for slow, the green for go, these motherfuckers wouldn't know what to do. Okay, you are the innovator of this motherfucking country, man. Okay. And you see, you just don't get your just due. You don't get your just due because you don't have the finances, because you don't own the banking system. So they just take around and they stole just look at music, country music, Chuck Berry. Look at fucking Chevy Checker. Look at so many more, man. They go around and they steal it and they come back and they call it their music. Look at Elvis. Elvis stole music from Jake, dancing, all that shit. That was all Jake. All them songs he sung were songs that Jake had sung before. And I forget the Jake lady, man. He stole some of her songs, but when he put them up, because so-called white man would accept them when it's a so-called white person doing it, then they want to accept it, then it's okay. So they used to have to take their songs and they would give it to an Elvis, and then he'll go in and wouldn't pay them 2 shits on a dollar and come and make fucking billions off of their shit, man. Now here, you just put a song out 2 years ago. Same song all over the radio, nobody won't listen to it. Now that he's the so-called white man shimmy and shaking, now all of a sudden he dancing like a nigga, he sound like a nigga, but he ain't a nigga. So now, but it's more acceptable. Now we can accept you looking like a nigga, acting like a nigga, but you know what? But as long as it's not a nigga doing it, then you blow up over it. It's the same thing today, man. That's how they work. Go ahead, bro.
And in that time, like Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? We were more financially put together than most Edomites at that time, man.
Yeah, they hate it.
Go ahead.
So black civilizations. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Greenwood District, Black Wall Street.
Yeah, man.
Founded early 1990s.
That's it.
Known for being one of the
1900s.
1900s. Yeah. Known for being one of
right out of slavery.
Known for being one of the most prosperous black communities in the U.S. history. Full of black-owned banks, hotels, law officers, schools, and theaters.
Right. So you had your own banks, you had your own law office, you had your own theaters. Man, you wasn't walking around doped up and drugged up.
No, that's what it was.
You wasn't walking around laying on the ground begging for dollars. You were the innovator. The so-called white people so jealous of you, they killed hundreds of thousands of you, man.
And that's why they integrated us together with them.
That's it.
Because by us being by ourselves, we too great. We end up doing shit because that's the point. When you have to work, that's why they put welfare. That's why they made all this shit for Jake to rely on them.
Yeah.
Because if we just let these niggas to themselves,
we choose you.
They're gonna end up surpassing us.
Yeah.
And that's the point. That's why Esau set all that up, the drugs in the community. All that was designed. They knew what they were doing because they knew that the so-called black man were too strong to be held down in captivity. I mean, you really can't put us in a box, man.
No. No matter what, we're gonna shine.
Because we're so great. You can't put the so-called black man in a box. He gonna bench someone. You got a couple of niggas that might stay in the box, go in a circle. You had that one guy. Oh, fuck that. Let's do this way. And a couple gonna follow him, and they're gonna start doing great shit you never seen before. because scripture say you are a royal people, man.
That's right.
We're a holy nation, so we're not like the rest of the world. That's why we don't. That's why we don't think like the rest of the world. Jake got a different mind, the way of looking at shit. We're not systematical. Now you got a lot of systematical niggas, but you got some Jakes that are just not systematical. And now in this time, because
we had the difference between then and now is then we had nothing.
But even like,
we had nobody.
But even Jake, like,
right? You know, they had to depend on their creativity, right? So in order to sweep a room, you had to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Right? You had to like, damn, how we gonna do this shit?
So
you gotta create it. Yeah. Damn, I need to iron my pants.
Yeah.
How am I iron them? I gotta create an ironing board. You know what I'm saying? Let me create something where I'm not bending and killing my back all day, right? Bending over all day, killing my. So let's create the ironing board, right? Let's create. How do we figure out how to make a machine run? Let's think about the capacitor. Oh, what about we can build some trains. We can build some. You know what I'm saying? The fucking innovation
for them to get back for their own transportation.
For their own transportation, bro. They built their own banking system. They had their own fucking that shit, the World Trade Center. They had their own trading center. They were doing so great in Tulsa, Oklahoma, that the so-called white man was so pissed that he had to come and drop literal bombs on his city, and stood at the top of the fucking hill with the Gatling gun and gunned men, women, children, babies, didn't give a fuck. They were so fucking jealous and so fucking mad how we just thrive. Yeah, how these niggas thrive. Like, they got a whole ambulance system that the so-called white man didn't even have. Like, he didn't even have it.
Smaller, like Jake found a way to make money off his woman.
Yeah.
Do people.
Yeah,
now we know it's a sin to just use it for sex. But Jake used it to get up to get money. And that's how like a lot of Jakes in the 70s. That's how a lot of them they got money now. Yeah. They use the pimp game, and they end up they buy different. They was buying hotels. Yeah. They was buying limousine companies and all other things. They use what their women, and then not the only they had Edomite women in there, and like there was this pimp self-cliche said they gave Pippin a bad name because they couldn't understand how Becky, the woman that they love so much, to go to this black guy that they think is lesser than them, give them their money to the pimp. And Esau was mad. Oh, they didn't get mad, so they started. That's where it came up with sex trafficking, all that shit. Yeah, because Jake was doing it and found a way out to make money without selling drugs, without selling dope, without killing. They were using what natural thing, man, and woman, a sexual thing, because they got to get the gab, the mouth to talk a little shit, whatever, And Esau was jealous. Oh, how can they get this beautiful white woman, this beautiful white bitch that I love so much? So he's gonna go my heart or money that I go give her back to him. Nah, fuck this shit. We gotta lock these niggas up. And that's the point. And they constantly always trying to find a way to keep Jake down. Man.
Well, because if you go look at it right quick, not to be on that, because that it
is, but it's still the point.
But go look at the Bunny Ranch in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's still the point.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying, look at the Bunny Ranch in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. It's Edomite pimping out Edomite bitches and nigga bitches that go there. And you can go to Las Vegas. You can go to not Las Vegas. What's that? Not Las, but it's what is it called? Ranch. What is it called? Fucking. It's the other side of Vegas up there. Fuck, man. But anyway, it's not Las Vegas, but you can go further up in Vegas. But he got the Bunny Ranch up there in Nevada. Up there in Nevada. What is it called? I can't think of the name of the state. But the city up there. Nevada, what is it called? Reno, Nevada. You go up to Reno, Nevada, prostitution is legal.
Yeah. It's okay for Esau.
See?
That's the point.
Right.
It's okay for Esau. Esau hit large.
Well, what was Hugh Hefner doing with Playboy? What the fuck was Playboy? What was Playboy? Because all he had was a bunch of rich motherfuckers coming there fucking and sucking. Fucking sucking them bitches.
That's the point. But when Jake do it, they lock him up.
Yeah.
Because like Jake will do it.
And they always doing drugs.
They give Jake 30 years for that. 30 years.
Yeah.
They throw the book at you.
Yeah. And Hefner was fucking other men. He was fucking other men. Because we know Esau a fag anyway. We know the so-called white man get down with fucking each other. Right? So what Hefner was doing. Yeah. But that was he had all kind of TV shows. Never once got a lawsuit. Never once went to jail. Right? He had all kind of bitches pimping them out.
You do what he want.
Yeah.
He wants his work.
Pimping all the bitches out, man.
Other men. And just how now, right? They put Jake in the hood. They give Jake drugs and all these different things to work for them to rely on the system, right? But now what does Esau do now? Sending the National Guard into the hoods to terrorize the same people that they put in that situation to do that. So now they can find a reason. Well, they're out of control in their own cities. Now they're trying to demonize. Here it is. It's like if I put a child in a hostile environment and he ends up being the lord of that hostile environment. He's running shit, but he's killing a whole bunch of motherfuckers in this environment, and he's terrorizing this environment that I put him in. Now I'm gonna go police him because it's getting too much. But you gave him the resources to do that. You set him up in there for him to be that way because you don't want him to be better than you. You don't want him to be greater than you. So you put him in a situation to make him worse than you. And then you give him sustenance, you give him drugs, you give him. Then now you like the school system.
You take everything from him. Yeah.
The school system, ADHD, all those different things, all those medications to make your child seem like he's dumb. But the whole time a C student, a kid that goes to school that's not good at school, he's getting probably E's, he's getting D's and shit, not really passing. He's probably really a smart motherfucker. He's not smart in your system in the way you want him to be because he's different. He thinks differently. But you tell him, yeah, he's dumb, he need to go to spec class.
He's an innovator.
You tell him he's dumb to go to spec class. Because why? You don't want him to think outside of the system.
Yeah, he's always,
and
that's what Jake is. Jake is a fucking innovator.
Or we send him to prison. We send him, all right, it's fine. We got somewhere for him to go prison. We lock his ass up, so we get money off of him, and we get paid for him. Even like I said, like right now, even like a Jake in prison, niggas be in prison for prison. Niggas be making ways, making grills, all type of shit.
Yeah, they make utensils. They make utensils to cook with.
Niggas becoming inventors in jail.
They got this little thing you take, you put it together, stick it in a wall, and plug, heat up your coffee and shit.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of
Niggas make ways to make shit out in prison.
They make liquor and shit.
Because why? You have to be innovative. So when you go back to yourself, when you have to rely on you become innovative for yourself and your people. That's why Esau put it. That's why Martin Luther King was a fucking piece of shit. He fucked us over, man. We were way better. And sometimes when Charlie Kirk said that shit about when Jim Crow think we're better, he's not lying. He's not lying. We're better. That really was the best thing for us. Was to keep us separate from him. Because we didn't need to be, because this is what you got right now. You integrate us with him, they make you rely on him. So now you gotta work his job. Now you gotta go to his school system. You gotta use his pharmaceuticals. You gotta use his money. You gotta go to his banks. You gotta use everything is now his. Now if they say you're 28, you're gonna be the borrower. He shall lend to them, but he shall lend to you, but I shall lend to them. He shall be there, thou shalt be the tail. And that really came in, that process came in heavy when we integrated with this devil, man. And that was Martin Luther King, bitch ass, who pushed for that integration, whites and blacks together. Yo, fuck that. That was the worst thing ever, man.
Like I said, when that bus station,
that was the worst shit ever, man.
When they integrated with the city, with the so-called white men, when they integrated in, people stopped riding the bus. The worst shit ever. They stopped riding the bus. Why they stopped riding the bus? Because one, they didn't want black bus drivers, right? Then they had to have white bus drivers all over again. They just fucked their whole system up. So they integrated, and they was like, okay, you integrated, okay, you took up all these routes, but then now what they did was they said, well, now you got to have white bus drivers. Now the people got to go back to the back of the bus. Yeah. Now so it's like, shit, what the fuck you gonna ride the bus for? Y'all done sold us out. Y'all done went in and integrated with them motherfuckers. We ain't right. And the bread and butter was Jake. Jake was the bread and butter. Yeah, now they stopped riding the buses. Right. And then now now the bus system fails again, right? Damn. So now the bus system fell again, and what happens? Esau bought the bus system. Right now they buy the bus system from him.
That's why the whole thing is, like I said again, to keep Jake suppressing down, man. Yeah. Because like I said again, and that's so quick. So we saw talk this shit about, I would be happy if black people had their own society where they would thrive. You're alive.
You wouldn't have shit.
You would destroy it.
Right. You wouldn't have,
and it's better than yours.
And if we did, they wouldn't have shit. They'll be coming to us. Like they would, and it's known and said about Tulsa, Oklahoma, is that they used to have to go get loans from the black banks in Tulsa, Oklahoma. See, they used to have to go get fucking loans from them to keep from going to default. See, so they understood and knew what they was dealing with. when they took Tulsa down. And amongst Rosewood in Florida, and it's another one that was in Florida, and it was and the ones in Baltimore, Chicago, all these different places, man. These were thriving black cities, so-called black cities, right? That were doing great, better than the so-called white man system.
And that's why we get our time. You say in songs, we had songs with 19. Like that, we're gonna put we're gonna give us the neck of our enemies. Because see, we're gonna run Esau down to the ground, man.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's the point. Esau done us worse
Yeah.
than any other nation. We've been the so-called white man has done the so-called black man in the most notorious way you could possibly imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, literally.
Yeah.
And anytime Jake do something great, like I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that. That Jake boy that come up with the idea of this that one Jake girl that came up with the idea of filtering out any diseases.
Yeah.
She got a filter that can filter out any diseases and shit like that. She came up. Remember we was watching? It was like it's like she had a
patent for the high school or some shit. Or
yeah, she came up with it. It could kill like COVID.
Yeah. It was like
air filter.
air filter. Yeah. The filters out. Yeah, like COVID, all that shit. I ain't heard nothing thought.
What does that do?
Yeah.
That stops the healthcare system.
That's it.
That stops the medicine. That's like all that
Yep.
shit.
There's no more need for that
They
shit.
can have that come out.
The respirator is what that Jake built.
They can have that come out, man. That's to stop their shit. Because they make money off of that.
Exactly.
That's why the whole healthcare system is fucked, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go to Walgreens or CVS, get these counter drugs, thinking that it's stopping something. It's not. It's progressing it. It's giving you different side effects. But Jake had to cure for this shit.
Yeah, we'll see when it come out that all that shit is ran by the banking system. It's ran by big oil. So everything. That's why there's a movie, right? There's a movie. It's called not a movie, but it's a show. It's this Edomite. It's that Angelina Jolie's. Yeah. Yeah. It's only yeah, but it's Angelina Jolie's ex-husband. I can't think of his name right now. He was in Monster Ball with Holly Berry, that nasty joint. All right, but I can't think of his name right now. Billy something. All right, with it. But it's a show that he do oil fields and shit, right? And it's his part. He started telling this Edomite lawyer bitch that's worked for them, right? She was trying to say, well, you know, we don't need this. We can do wind, and you know, we can do all this. He said, don't you know? Don't you get it? Oil is in everything. Everything that you consume, you eat, you breathe, oil is in it. So then you go back to the medicine. They extract the petroleum, and petroleum is a base for medicines. See, and petroleum is kills off, it gives you cancer and different shit to your body, but they use it, right? Esau use it. It might help, like I said, that's why you come back to the thing where it helped one thing, but then you turn around and now you got another issue because it's poison. Because they put poison in it. Yes, it's all poison, man.
That's like Esau works.
The DuPonts, the Rothschilds, the it's that big pharmaceutical. It's a lot of them, but it's one of the bigger pharmaceutical families. I can't think of their name right now. But do you know that's what they like the ones that did the what's that one? Oxycodones, right? Where all the people be on oxycodone, you got all these people turning to fucking heroin because heroin and oxycodone it does the same thing. It's a drug. You know?
That's why you like sleeping drugs, all the little pills.
Right. Because what does it do? It dies you down.
And that's in Adderall. Man, the soft white man, he doesn't gotta, and that's the point. He doesn't have to kill you physically. He kill you through the food, he kill you through the medicine, he even kill you through clothes. He kills through radiation. He does everything he does is to try to kill off the fucking black man, so-called black man, because we're too great, man. So you gotta give niggas drugs and guns and alcohol to fuck them up, put them against each other, and then we can survive.
Well, there'll never be a even playing field till Yahweh Shah come back. And that's the thing, just like you said, that's the same thing with the pneumonic and bubonic plague. Yeah. Right? How did they get Jake out of Europe? Is what? Through what? Like you said, through weakening. They had to weaken our bodies. They had to use. We'll say what?
Something that's not even for the small.
Yeah. But it ain't even for us, right? It's not even for us. Yeah. So
yeah, that reward shall return upon our own head.
that's right, because it's an unjust balance, right?
Ours gonna be times 1 million.
That's right.
We're gonna be million. That's why outside is
Right. They'll put these little ISO speeds up that's on YouTube. Why is he even rich again anyway? What the fuck do he do? Jump around, flip around, talk. What the fuck he be screaming? I don't know. I don't get it. To make funny faces and shit. Like I don't get what the fuck. Like they give it like passionate deals. Yeah, like I don't get because they sitting on the Twitch screen talking and shit. Okay,
But when you look at them, they're the greatest.
but they still, yeah, everybody want to watch them. They little kid, yeah. But that go back to our people, right? That's it. That goes back to Jake being Jake, right?
But in your day, right? When you look at it, Jake's the greatest.
Oh shit, it's this one Jake that I seen. What's his name? The ISO speed guy. The dude, he sat there and he went down. And he did that fucking kick flip. And she was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" When he did it, because he went down on the ground and from the ground, he just kicked himself. He was Jake. He did it. Did a kick. He speaking and do it. He was like, "Oh shit, like how like how you do that?" And he was asking him like, "Bro, how you do that?" They like, "Oh shit, he got mad ore." Well, that's because he's Jake. Because that's who your ore is so fucking heavy, man. Yeah, like everybody can't do that kind of shit, man. Everybody want to be you. They want to wear your hairstyles. They want to wear your clothes. You know, they want to talk like you, walk like you. They want to dress like you. They want to be you, man. You know, they want the so-called white man so dirty, man. He took Jake's invention of, I always talk about it, but an early invention is a 20-inch rims on your car. That shit come from Jake. 20-inch spinning rims on your car. That's a Jew. That's a so-called Negro.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and then now every car almost comes standard with fucking 20-inch rims.
You know what I'm now? The box Chevy and shit, right? You see that? He might driving around box.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Right, the speakers in the car, big speakers. Edomites not getting speakers done in their car.
Yeah, that shit, man.
And all that started with Judah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, because Judah back in the 70s, they said they had Rolls Royces. They had them hoes in pink and orange and pink seats and all that
shit.
Or they like Jake been pimping out his whips. They was doing that back in the 70s.
Yo, look at the pimps.
Yeah.
With the big ass Cadillacs.
Yeah, Cadillacs there.
Yeah,
all the nice suits and shit.
Yeah.
Jake Ben
Big fly ass suits, meats on and shit. Right, mink hat, mink, pink, all pink with the pink gators.
Jake Ben fly them. Hey man, Jake
super lime green and shit.
Jake's the definition of fly, man.
Fuck out of here, man.
You know, Jake's the definition of loud and fly, man.
Yeah, Jake loud.
And Esau could copy this shit. You know, because they really want to be like that.
Yeah. And you got the other nations pick up, right? Once you go to Thailand, you can go to fucking Philippines, you go to China, you go to Japan, and they got these Afro-ethnic cultures, man. But people going around with that, you know, with trying to dress like us, talk like us, walk like us. You know, 27.
Yeah, that's the whole point, man. But Esau, we're gonna get on your ass, man. Because see, even though we're talking about all the things that we've done, but you stole it, man. You stole it.
Yeah.
Took it all and you stole it and you keep talking about it. Yeah, no, we created this. The Bible itself, man. King James.
Yeah, most. Yeah.
King James Bible, man. You say that King James so-called white man, motherfucker, you a liar.
Right. That's
one of the great Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, the greatest man that ever walked the earth. Did the earth ever seen? The greatest man that ever walked on the planet Earth. You called him a so-called white man, but he's a so-called black man. You liar, man. I was gonna say in Jeremiah 16, they're gonna say, for our fathers have inherited lies, because see they taught their children, that they were such these great people that conquered the world and that they were the best people on the planet and the world looked like them and they were the best of all time. And they're not. Beethoven, Mozart, right? They all was Jake, but they called them Edomites, man. The greatest piano players the music ever made. Come on, man. Who's the greatest musician? The greatest musician that ever touched the earth. And this time is Michael Jackson, Prince, and I could say James Brown. Them three right there, man. They like the first thing ever, man.
There'll never be another Michael.
Like, you know, not to get off the topic, but Michael Jackson will be on a stage, standing there. Motherfuckers, they said people died from seeing Michael Jackson. Literally, look it up. They said Edomite motherfuckers died Just by looking at Michael Jackson.
All those Edomites.
Motherfucker was passing out.
All Edomites.
Ooh.
Especially
Bro, niggas was going crazy. He's still on the stage.
just stand there and won't say shit.
Niggas was going crazy. Like, you watch the video. It was like you never see nothing like that, man.
Elvis was
Never.
Elvis was he was a phony. He was a
Yeah,
fraud.
he was a fraud.
He was
motherfucker.
Hey,
Man.
Elvis wasn't a
I'm
real
caught in the trap.
right. He wasn't a real recorder. That's why they wouldn't let that nigga. He couldn't go. He never was able to build popularity in the other countries. Right? He was for Edomites in America.
Shit, James Brown did he did something in Vietnam.
And everything Elvis had was subjection.
Shit, James Brown was so bad he went in Vietnam. He was in war.
Yeah, he was at war.
He had a concert doing he was at war.
Yeah.
James Brown.
Yeah, it's a bad motherfucker.
Why they out there going in war?
Yeah.
Their guns, missiles being shot.
Yeah.
He out there performing, doing this thing out there right in the middle of war. James Brown. Come on, man. Like I said, going back like I said, we talking about Michael Jackson. Still on the same motherfucker passing out. Like, go ahead. Come on, man.
Yeah, you ain't never seen nobody great like Michael Jackson. I've seen.
Come on. That's the point. Soca Plebe, come on, man. Soca Plebe ain't the greatest, man. Come on, man. Stop playing. You've never seen that before.
Never seen.
Michael Jackson was the best ever artist to ever touch the earth.
From a child, from the Jackson 5 on up.
On up. I mean,
there ain't never been a greater boy band than the Jackson 5. And there has never been a greater family and musical family than the Jacksons.
Never will.
And there's never been a greater single artist than Michael Jackson on this fucking earth.
No matter how they try to say Chris Brown. Fuck out of here. Chris Brown can do a backflip. Michael had to do no backflips. He don't gotta do no flips. Come on, man.
Mike just stand there grabbing it.
Yeah, everybody going crazy, bro. Come on, man. They lose their mind, man. I mean,
and them Edomite bitches, that's the great bitches.
And like I said, came out, motherfuckers died.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers died.
I want that.
From seeing Mike.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers died. Edomites was dying.
Stupid bitches probably held their breath. Right, knock out, fuck
Pass out over Michael Jackson, man. You know? Come on, man.
Mike was the shit, though.
I was gonna say, you are a form of all things, man. You know?
You saw the earth.
You saw the earth, that's the point. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Chapter 6. Yeah. Come on, man. We're the greatest to ever do it. Come on, man. Yeah, Esau style the cave.
That's how we were saying. So how the fuck could you so-called fake Jews, you Jewish, how could you be the people? How the fuck could you be the people and nobody want to be you?
Yeah, nobody has the point.
How can you be the man when don't nobody want to come to your fucking country? Don't nobody want your fucking women. Don't nobody want nothing about you. How the fuck are you the one when you can't sing, you motherfuckers can't dance, you can't build nothing but weapons. And yeah, you don't even build your own weapons. You got to get them from here. You don't do shit but go around his weapons. And them motherfuckers don't even build the shit there. They build here. And they ship them over there.
And then you go to clubs, what music they play?
It's Jake shit.
Spanish music.
Yeah. It's some Jake shit.
Or some 2000 shit from Jake that he did. No one's playing that fucking rock and roll. What was about Jake? Country music was Jake thing. Country was Jake. So
rock and roll.
No one listen to that rock and roll.
The banjo.
Edomite bullshit.
To see the banjo, what people don't understand, the banjo is the middle. It's the thing that make country is the fucking banjo. Where does the banjo come from? Africa. What part of Africa was the west coast of Africa? The west banks of Africa was where Jake was put out of slavery, man. We're in so-called Africa because we know it's not called Africa, right? But when it came out here in America, where it come out of? It came out of the slaves. They were always playing the fucking banjo.
And let's not talk about. And that's like the super deep talk about Abraham. Abraham was
yeah, he taught
mathematics.
He taught the Egyptians.
So what's the point, man?
Yeah. There's never a greater people on this earth than the so-called black man. And that's why we are robbed and spoiled. Like I said, I can go through invention after invention after invention
for days
on this earth of things that's been built. Fucking ice cream, vanilla ice cream. I can go through invention after invention, shit that you eat, shit that you wear, dress, your everyday fucking life. If it's not for a so-called black man, you fuck.
Go ahead. Hey, the first man to ever walk on water.
So-called black.
The first man to ever beat death. The first man to ever be killed and to come back again.
So-called.
Stop fucking playing.
Can't get over that.
That's the point. No one has ever walked on water. Only one man has walked on water.
Nobody's ever been risen from the grave.
And he looks like me, him, right? It's the first man walk on water. The first man ever make a turn a couple of fishes, a couple of bread into feed 5,000. Only one man. Come on, man.
That's why the so-called
only one man can turn water.
That's why the so-called white man. Hey,
only one man can turn water into alcohol.
But we'll match that up, though. Think about it. We'll match that up. What was Jake doing in slavery? Right? No. What was Jake doing in slavery to match that up? Is when they had to have something to drink, they was making sweet tea. When they had to have something to drink, they was making lemonade. Okay? Then who can take something sour and bitter and make it sweet?
Jake.
Okay? Who can turn something bitter? Who can turn something water into wine? Who can turn something bitter sweet? Only Jake got that kind of how you say it, ingenuity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to say ingenuity.
I said you can only see a poor man look rich.
That's it, man.
Only Jake could make. Oh, you. Hey, look. Hey, Jacob had no money, broke as fuck, can't eat. But somehow they found a way to eat. Man.
Find a way, man.
Jake can fake looking broke, make it look good.
Yeah.
Stop playing. Come on, man. You know, stop playing, man. Because that's all they was doing in the hood. Up there in the hood and all that. Right, Jake, they was making money. They was broke, but they was at the same time, they was making money. They was getting these cars, fresh cars. They was making property look rich.
Make property look good. And so, like, hey, who can be fed shit and make it edible? Who can get chitlins? Literally fed the pig intestines, but made that shit edible, and it still go on to this day. Now it's the most filthy shit you can eat. Yeah, but it's the point they turned it into something. They took nothing and turned it into something, and that's Jake. Just like I said, it was a respirator. Most that played that movie about that Jake who built the first respirator. That wasn't a so-called white man. That was a so-called Negro. That was a black man who built that shit. It wasn't because what's his name? What's that president name right now? Trump. Nero, he fucking was awesome. Is there anything that we have not built? My man came with the whole line, motherfucking cars, lights, fucking the airplane, the helicopter, the fucking helicopter. That fucking helicopter, man, was a so-called black man that built the first fucking helicopter, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. The fuck out of here.
He ain't done shit.
Get the fuck out of here, man. You motherfuckers can't even make music, man. You gotta steal that. The fuck out of here, man.
They stole your pop.
You fucking culture vultures, man.
They stole civilization from your pop.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why. Because before they didn't have no civilization.
That's it.
They
didn't have it. They never had civilization. They was out there fucking grunting in the cage, man.
He cut the devil, man. You know?
Out there grunting and shit. You couldn't tell the male from the females. All that fucking hair on their bodies. Who's the only people on this earth grow a fucking tail? And I'll tell you what, the Negro, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indians, you'll never hear one of them growing a tail. But I guarantee you can hear it, you can research it, you can look it up, and you'll find a so-called white man or woman that has a fucking tail at their tailbone grows out into a fucking tail. They're the only people you'll find that can grow a fucking tail.
We so fucking dumb.
So now you tell me that.
Jake's so fucking stupid, man. We've been played though, man. We've been playing this bitch. Go ahead. We've been playing heavy, man. And Jake don't get none of the credit for what he deserves.
You'll get no credit, man. Hey, like I said, what about the alarm system? What about your house alarm system? That was so-called black woman, man. That was so-called black woman that made the house alarm system. Right? That credit don't, but they don't talk about that.
He saw the joys in
it's a so-called black man that invented it.
He gets off from us. He takes our shit and you know involves with the time and say that yeah we made this, we created that,
You didn't create shit.
You ain't the originator of nothing.
You're the originator of lies. That's the only thing you're the originator of is deceit, lying, deceiving, killing. That's why the Lord said at the end of the day it was about Jake, but right now it's for you. You are the father of lies, you steal, kill, and destroy.
And that's why going back to that movie, I watched it with old girl, my ex bitch. Watched the whole movie. That's why I like her. She watched movie shit like 2 hours. But it was playing. They said that he said you are the
harbinger of death.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
The wild man.
The wild man. That's it, man. You're the wild man.
They told him he's supposed to be enslaved, man. You know, because he fucked the world up.
Look at you now, man. Like I said, look at Amalek, fucking curly hair wearing ass, man. Who the fuck? That's why I keep saying. The more I think about it, right?
Yeah.
The more I go back to it. Who want to go around and wearing one curl, long fucking curl on one side, and a long who dressed like that? Who wanna cut their hair in that fucking fashion, man? But you'll see a Negro, Latino, Native American, they'll go around with the fade and shit. You know who goes around like that? Only you, man. Nobody want that shit. Nobody dress like that. Nobody want to dress like you. Who want to wear all black with a fucking little yarmulke on his fucking head, man? Who the fuck want to look like the fucking poltergeist, man? Nobody want to walk around and look like that shit. But everybody want to put the big chains, the grills in the mouth. Everybody want the big flashy car with the big wheels. Everybody want to be kicking the. What the fuck? Nobody want your shit. So how the fuck are you the people? How are you the people, man?
They not. Like I said, you the people. We the only one that got the flavor, man.
You niggas can't even play basketball. You can't even sing. You niggas can't even dance. Who the fuck want to be that, man? Who want to go dance? You seen the motherfuckers dance? They get in the circle, they fold their arms, and they start kicking their fucking legs. Yada, 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 yada. Who the fuck want to do that shit, bro? I feel embarrassed doing that shit right here, right now.
Jake turned that, right? Jake turned that. Yada, yada. It's the gritty. They did that. The gritty.
Oh, the gritty.
They turned it to not the gritty, but what's it called? It's called some shit.
They took it and flipped.
They get Jake turned it and started. They throw the kick. They kick the foot out and shit, and Jake get down on his knees and boom. It's a New York thing.
He'll innovate some shit. That's what I'm saying. Jake is the innovator.
Elmo was doing that shit. US Elmo, he's like, huh.
Oh yeah.
But Jake turned it and went. But Elmo
make that shit.
That's
Elmo Jake. Jake made Elmo.
You know, Little Man.
He made a lot of those.
Little Man's like, you know, he was Elmo, but when you see Elmo, he be on beat like da 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 da.
Yeah.
And Elmo be getting down, man.
No, that was Jake that made him. He made a couple of them.
And I didn't pay no attention. And so I saw watch Elmo with Little Man. I'm like, damn, Elmo can dance.
No,
Elmo really be getting like Elmo really be getting down and shit. I'm like, damn, Elmo can fucking dance. I said, okay, Elmo gotta be a nigga. Elmo gotta be a Jake.
Like hip hop parents, same thing for him.
Like Elmo gotta be a Jake because Elmo can fucking and all the kids of Elmo, man. Come on, like Elmo got some fucking moves, man.
Like you say, everything you think of on this earth, man, it's got something to do with Jake.
Like Elmo can really fucking. You gotta when you go watch Elmo, while like nothing to do, but the older Elmo shit. Like Elmo really, he really be fucking getting that shit.
Like
I be like, damn, he on beat and everything. I seen him eat a mic, control his motherfuckers a chick. Oh, that's Elmo, man.
Yeah, he created.
So come on, man. Go ahead. Hey, Jake a bad motherfucker.
So why you niggas think it's cool, smooth, going around doped out and drugged up? Hey man, you just fell into the so-called white man's trap.
And that's the point. That's the problem.
All he did was took you and submerged you deeper into his trap.
Oh yeah,
all that is another way to submit you. Yeah. To let you go. That's why that shit's legal almost everywhere you go now. Because it takes away the majority of Jakes. It takes away their inability to have the charisma, the want to be something, to do something. Because all they want to do, they want to just get smoke all day. They just want to smoke and talk and sing and rap.
You got some niggas in the rush to that, smoking weed, it takes me your ambitions.
You lose all your. That's what I was looking for. Your ambitions.
Yeah, your teeth get yellow. Your breath on the stain.
Yeah,
it puts you in a low mentality.
Low mentality.
You get settled and set.
Low state.
You just kind of on some fucking dump.
And you fucking stink.
And then you stink.
Let me tell you, bro. You fucking stink.
Then you're mad childish too.
Yeah,
life everything's funny.
Right. Yeah, like you fucking stink, man. Like that shit fucking stink. I don't know, man, where you coming from, but that fucking shit smells bad, man. And you walk past a motherfucking Rican man like that shit, man. That shit's funky, man.
Yeah, and that's the point.
You know, dude, that's some filthy shit.
And that's why Jake Rex is at first in the 70s, Jake's wearing suits.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like Jake go outside,
Hell
he looking presentable and shit.
Hell yeah.
You saw one or two niggas to sag your pants,
Right.
to
your ass out.
You know, to wear them nasty ass dreads and dye it with tattoos and shit, with your little fucking with your little pistol on your hip and shit, walk around like you some fucking nigga or something. He wants you to talk like you ain't got no education, like the one nigga talk, yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I can, you know, in the whooping doopity popping, all that, you know what I'm saying? Nigga trying to, you know, fucking talking about, you know, what the, like that's that. See that you can't talk, man.
They talk about that. That go back to Amos and Amos.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, nigga, you know, fucking talking about, you know, big, you know, lame man, nigga, with the, you know what I'm saying, you know, we be out there with that shit, nigga, you know, all that niggatry, man. You know,
that lowers your vibration.
Yeah, all that, you know, all that yin yang yang yin.
It takes all your creative.
You know, fuck nigga, you know.
It takes all your creative away from
all that shit, and then with the weed, it don't make it no better because it slows it down.
They think you amps them up.
So then, and then you get a nigga like he look at it talk like, yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying, you know, like you look at little, like look at young boy how he talk. Come on, man, he's illiterate, he's dumb as shit.
All of them illiterate.
And his music is just wild, man.
Yeah, it's just dumb as fuck.
You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense, man.
You think? Hey, you think?
You can be a logical person and maybe young boy.
Hey, do you think any of the so-called black inventors who invented the stoplights and stop signs and who invented all these different trains and helicopters and capacitors and video games and the phones, do you think that they was high? You think they was smoked out and drugged up? Do you think they built Tulsa, Oklahoma, Redwood, Florida? Do you think Do you think they was all fucking blowed out their fucking
They had
mind?
no tattoos either. They had no tattoos.
Right. Hey man, they was classy men. They dressed classy. They dressed what you would call classy.
And then right on yourself, right? What does a child do with a pen?
Oh yeah, right all over himself.
They right on themselves.
But here, this is what nigga do.
That's
right on their face.
That's a childish act, man. That's the point. Yeah, that's how you know. That's how any child
will write on himself.
Because the kid don't understand. It's ink. It's, you know, they go right there. They'll make a mess with ink and paint. They'll pen on themselves. That's a child. You know, it's a kid. You just doing what you want, kind of your whole.
We saw got you in child's man.
So when a nigga go get tattoos, his arm and see what's so fucking. He think a little cool. Nigga, you're a kid. And then you allow another man to paint on you, and it hurts.
Yeah, it's destructive.
You're a barbaric, man. That's Esau do that shit. That's why the tattoo thing with Edomite cavemen would do that shit. They would take knives,
what they really got
carved into themselves, carved shit into themselves.
They got that shit from Jaffa.
You know what I'm saying?
Jaffa was known for that.
Yeah, painting themselves. Yeah, all that carving on yourself. That's a heathen custom, man.
Esau stole that custom.
But Jake took that shit and made it a culture thing. Getting tattoos on his body, you know what I mean? You're a fucking child, man.
Get a fucking piece of jewelry.
Yeah. You're a kid. You're a child, man. A child, like a child plays with his body and shit, man. You know?
Who's that nigga that got that stupid ass? They took the shit. Took the shit right out of his head.
That dumbass shit.
Dumbass.
They experiment with that. That's the point. Because like a child experiments with his body because he don't know. He don't really know what it is. So that's the thing about Jake. Jake is trying to cover up himself with a whole bunch of art. You talking about, yeah, my body's a canvas, nigga. First of all, you're a faggot because when niggas say that shit for women, you know, make that paint on the bitch face. But Jake go big paint on himself with tattoos and shit, thinking that he's gangster, he's hard. But no, man, you're an invalid. You're a kid, man. It's a child way of looking at shit, bro. You know, painting on yourself. You do that shit when I remember middle school. Elementary, they give you them little stickers, them little tattoo stickers. You go get some water, wipe it off, put on yourself. You got powers on. You know, he's a child. It's a child thing to do. A child thing to do is to write on yourself, to put stuff on your body, because that's a child's man way of thinking that shit.
Look at Mike Tyson.
When you're a grown ass man,
Mike Tyson is one of the first celebrities that started that whole when Mike did that shit, everybody looked at him like he was a fucking weirdo. Then all of a sudden, they changed the narrative. Now you got like the one nigga, what was it? Crip and Chris.
Yeah, he's all fucked up.
Yeah.
He saw.
I mean, it's many of them.
Yeah, he
Lil
said,
Wayne.
he said niggas was right all over his face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was writing niggas right all over his face and shit. So you're a child, bro. That's not a man. It's a boy, man.
Lil
It's
Wayne,
a
all them niggas, man. Baby and them got
man, all that shit.
fucking all the whole head.
Birdman got a fat
five-star tattoo, red 5-star on his head.
It's a kid. What the fuck? And you look at him, they're like little badass kids.
Yeah, that's what they are.
They're like little badass kids.
They never grew up.
They never grew up. They never became men.
They never became me.
No, ain't no real man gonna sit here tat his whole body up.
Fucking stuff. So
childish. That's some kid shit.
Big ass child.
Exodus 23 and 26. There shall nothing cast their young nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. I will send my fear upon thee. I will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come. And I will make all thy enemies turn their back unto thee.
That's it. And that's the point. So the Most High he gonna destroy all of our enemies, man. And our first enemy is so-called white man because he loves the way we are, man. He loves it, man. I mean, if Jake was tomorrow was to flip and change, and like not even dealing with the knowledge of the Most High, just dealing with just on just regular basis. If Jake was to turn from all of his game banging ways, drugged out ways, all that tattoo shit, and Jake would start running around, dressed with suits and dressing, in a certain manner, better, and change the whole way, and Jake dealt into the better. Edomites will fucking lose their mind, man.
Yeah, change the way you talk.
They will lose their mind. If our people was to actually get, put down the drugs and all all that shit, they'll lose their fucking mind.
They wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't know what to do.
These niggas, walk around like people walk around vaping and shit now. He saw that everybody to fucking trick that, man. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 4 and 20. This is Jeremiah 4 and 20. Destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled, my curtains in a moment. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sonic's children.
That's it. My people are foolish, man. And that's us, man. The so-called blacks, Latinos, the Americans, man. We're foolish, man. And we haven't known the Lord. Jake haven't known him. And that's why when you talk about Jake, like the person that asks is Charleston White. I tell you, that's just one nigga say. One nigga he talk about what he say. He said pussy at. Then one nigga said pussy at bitch. He said how can Nick come talking about God when they say that God is beyond our understanding? Either he's beyond our understanding, or what he say? He said something like, so you can't come. He said, how do you know God if nigga say that he's beyond our understanding? So you don't know God, then, nigga. You can't talk about God, nigga. Because if you say God beyond our understanding, what you mean? How you gonna put God in the book, then, nigga? If we don't understand what God is, we can't understand God, nigga. They never knew the Most High. The average Israelite, in the time of King David and all the time, they never knew the word anything. It was for the elect, the purpose to know. Because the Most High gave us his secrets. And that's right now is the Bible. Most High, he said, God ain't never talked to nobody. Right now, he ain't talking to me. Most High, and I say that's true. Anytime you get someone say that God told me, no, God didn't tell you shit. What we say when we come up the Bible, we say the Most High does say the Bible. The Most High took the scriptures to his word. We don't tell you from our opinion as men, because you can take some out of context because you're a man. One thing you can't take out of context is the Bible. And if you believe on the Bible, you can't take out of context. There's no part interpretation of the scriptures. It says what it says. There's no way in trying to flip it to make it sound like something else. Either it said it or it did. And that's what scripture say when you read Romans 3:3. Or let the Most High be true for everything in life.
That's right.
Because a man gonna lie through his mouth. But when a man reads the Bible, you can't lie. The Lord said,
the Lord don't lie.
When the Lord said a woman should not sue authority over a man, that's what the fucking say.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. When you read Revelation 1:13, it said the Lord was brown skin, woolly hair, and red eyes. Had ChatGPT make me a image of Revelation 13 chapter with woolly hair, red eyes, brown skin. It's gonna give you black, so-called black. So when in Job 30:37 it said, when Job said that I am black and my bones are burnt with heat. 11:64 said our vision was darker than coal. And it says what it says. When Scripture said that Jacob have looked, Esau have hate. That's the vision. That's the point. We never said the Most High never. We never said that shit. Like Chris Pastor, he tell you, God gave me this message.
There is no,
No, he's lying.
Because
Because the Most High never told him shit, and which is true. The Most High ain't talked to us. The Most High talked to us through the Word, through the Bible.
They tell you God don't see color, but he said Jacob was red.
That's the point. That's the point. So the Most High's message is in His Word, but niggas can't understand. Well, if God is so great, how can you confine Him in a book? You can't confine the Most High in a book, but He got to give you something for you to know Him, to know of Him, to know of His name, His existence, who He's come to save, when He's coming to do His will, as a dealing with His prophecy in His Word, or what He wants you to do to please Him, which is in His book. That's how you find out about Pops, the Most High. It's through His Word, man. He ain't gonna come off the sky and tell you. You gotta read it for yourself, man. You gotta have faith in what He wrote. And that's what and Jake can't understand.
That was the point of Yahweh Shai going and send it back to comfort.
But niggas, an average nigga can't understand it. Well, it's been interpreted by different men, or it's written down multiple times. You ain't. I mean, you're not lying. It's true. It has been. But there's 66 books that we have, which is true, and that's all we need. And that's the point. And plus the apocrypha, and that's the point. All we need. And Jake can't comprehend that because they don't have the spirit. The Most High give it to them, you know. Go ahead. So that's the point. Jake don't know. That's the point. Jeremiah said it. They don't know. Shit. They're dumb. They're dumb. They're really dumb people. They know the Most High. They don't know. You're right. When Jake asked a question, shit, I don't know if the Most High's will or not. Really, bro, you're not all the way wrong because you're not supposed to. That ain't your place, you know. So when niggas confused about the Bible and can't understand where to find the Lord at, where to find Yahweh Shai at, it's because you're not supposed to know where He's at. He don't want you to know, nigga. Because if you'd have known, you would be us, and you'd be doing what we're doing. So, for all in all, they're not really wrong. Because them niggas ain't posting on any fucking way. 2/3 one meant for them. They ain't posting them.
And my people is foolish. They have not known.
They have not known. That's the point. They ain't know the Most High, man.
They are Sodom's children.
Foolish children.
And they have none understanding.
That's the point. They don't know.
So that nigga got no
They
understanding.
got no understanding. They don't know the God they serve, man. That's why I always say every time you see Jake, you got this nigga called Preacher Keats, right? His own consciousness, little street. The Jake dude was, I guess, professing his truth of what God has done for him. And when you see him talk, they never really come out of the Bible very much at all. Oh shit! Not even talking about that. But even just speaking on this fact, like you go over here to this little area over here, little food spot. You got this Ephraimite dude. He just talked about Jesus and what Jesus said. He ain't come out the Bible, man. He ain't come out the scriptures because he don't know the Most High. He don't know the Lord, man. Go ahead. Jake don't know the Most High, man. Ephraim definitely don't know the Lord. See, Ephraim all fucked up. Ephraim don't know the Most High, man. Go ahead.
And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
So Jake is good. Jake know how to steal. Jake know how to kill. He know how to roll blood. Jake know how to commit fraud. Jake know how to make money off of food stamps. Jake know how to change. Jake know how to do a false credit report. Jake know how to do all something. Jake know how to scam. The one nigga, he's a scammer. He's they call me big time scammer. Fucking Jake, light skin nigga. He's like the LeBron or Michael Jordan scamming, which he really is niggas like. And he gets a card, gets a white credit card. He gets like a swipe or some shit. So he go to any ATM. He get the card. He said he has someone working at McDonald's. He got this little card. He said they'll swipe it. Card, boom, swipe, and then he'll be able to download it on this little chip thing, and everyone's card information pop up or a card make information. He'll go make a whole bunch of copy cards, like copy cards, swipe them all, boom. Go to the ATM, get a person. He got a private server, also the private servers, VPN, all of dumb shit, so he can't get caught. He go to ATM, pull out infinite. This card. They had 10 cards. Max all those hoes out. Don't take their money. Niggas never know what the fuck happened. Don't know who did it. Don't know where to find them at. But niggas are ultimate scammer. Jake know how to do that shit. Go in there. Jake know how to do that shit all day, man. They call him punch man dead. Nigga know how to punch a nigga. Nigga know how to steal. I mean, crazy. Nigga ain't been locked up once. Yeah. Nigga making bread off of just scam motherfuckers. Taking motherfuckers' card information. Guys, he got this one little tool. He said even if you walk past somebody, like bing, bing, they can pick up their card. He go on his motherfucking server, put that shit in, switch that card, you take it to any ATM, withdraw all that fucking money. Niggas wise to do evil. He stood from his own brother. Old lady, old black woman, don't give a fuck. He stood from his own people. But don't know how to go find the most high at. Gotta go up top of the DDG. They call aka DDG garbage. He went years ago. I remember the video. It was like 2016. Years ago, he went down to the LA camp. They called him. LA camp called him. The brothers of Los Angeles, they called him. He was like, "Hey, bro," he's like, "Hey, you I know they know you DDG." He said, "How you sell your soul, bro? You sell your soul type shit." Cause he talk shit, bro. Went on his own. When I was away. Now he's into with a beef with his friends like Jay Sequel, some dumb shit. Jay Sequel, he think he's spiritual, but he's not. He's talking about God and shit. He's like, he getting mad and he's talking about the Most High. I guess he tried to pay Jay Sequel off, do some shit for him, like 70,000. He puts like 70,000. Fix it, bro. You do this, I give you 70,000. Or he didn't want to do it. When it gets, I guess whatever you want to do when it gets some more for the money. So he left. He said, "No, God gonna guide me through. God gonna guide me through." He said he got mad. He's getting mad that he believes in God. Like he don't. And he's so checked in the physical things like money, cars, and bitches. He can't even understand that what he's saying is when he's talking about the Most High because he has no idea of what the Most High is. He got all this financial wealth, all this money, and all these different hoes, but he's broke spiritually. Yeah, he don't know the Most High. Like to him, his money, his God is his money. His God is the things that he can buy. His clout.
So they seen it.
Yeah, years ago. Yeah. DD, I probably look it up. Yeah, you probably look up DDG Las Vegas camp. I remember it was like 2016, 2017, 20, something like that, 2020, around that time. It was like 2019. He pulled up on him and they cursed his ass out. Which is so. Most I cursed him out. That's why nigga.
That's why his bitch was ass.
Yeah, that's why his bitch got his son, man. Why the most that's why you can see his son, nigga. Really that's the point. All that money you got can't see his son, nigga. Can't even see his son, fuck nigga. So the Most High got a funny way of dealing with you, man. But he's so invested into himself. So he's just so self and infused with himself and success and money. But nigga, you're already successful. I'm gonna be molded. I'm most successful. Well, how much successful can you really be?
But what good is it when you ain't got
you can buy anything you want.
What good is it when you ain't got your lineage to get back to? Right? What good is it when you can't put that lineage back to you? Because his son is corrupt.
Yeah, his son's fucked up.
Right? His son is really fucking.
Yeah, his son's fucked.
His son got a stepdaddy now.
Yeah.
But she fucked with that one nigga.
Hey, shit, I'm broke. I see my son every day, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know?
She just got him fucked up. But now with her, now his seed is corrupt. His seed is no good. Mm-hmm. It's right.
He already was corrupt.
Yeah, but he's even more corrupted.
Yeah.
Because now where he might have had a chance to, maybe he just would have been a nigga about money, this, that, and the third. Now he might be playing the facts. Right? He probably ain't gonna have right.
You know his mother hangs
around. Get fucked.
You know his mother hangs around gay men.
Right. So all he gonna
that's all everything on
right. So all he gonna be doing as he get older, right? As if this world's still here, he just gonna be going around and getting wood laid to him. And so he gonna destroy his own father, he gonna destroy his own heritage, because he's not gonna be able to bring forth another man child for DDG. He's not gonna be able to bring forth his own self again. Because why? He too busy laying up with another nigga.
So he done canceled his motherfucking self out. Nigga, you don't get to come back, nigga. Because once you with another nigga, you done. It take a man to put that seed in that woman to bring your ass back. So all that fucking culture, you dead. You done killed your whole fucking seed line off. All the men in your family died because of what you are. Fucking idiot.
They all dumb. They all dumb. They all dumb. They're all so good. Timothy speaks about that. Lovers of themselves.
Yeah.
They're vain men. They're vain as fuck. I mean, DDG's definition of an earth nigga. So he's earth man. He's fuck. He got earth. He's an earth man. Definition of an earth man. Huh? Go ahead.
It's Mark chapter 8, verse 4. Mark chapter 8, verse 24. And he looked up and said, I see men.
34? What is it? 34? What is it? What is it? Prophet of man? Again, the whole world. It's like 34 or something like that. Try 34.
It's Mark chapter 8, verse 34. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose
So
it.
DDG is my. He said he's the Lord. Yeah, I live a great life. He said I live a great life, right? So I live a great life. All other stupid dumb shit, right? Right. So he saved his life. What you say? I mean, did he really even save his life though?
No, he killed us.
And that's the real thing about it. Did he really save his life? Yeah, all that money really saved his life. Been fucking on them hoes.
What good is it?
Really, did that really save his life? You know? Go ahead.
And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall save.
Go ahead.
For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
That's it.
That's it.
And not saying in the sense that he sold his soul out to Satan, because all souls and spirits go back to the Most High.
Yeah.
He goes against the Lord for financial gain, for money. He does things unseemly to get the riches of this world. So therefore, he sold himself out for money, for prosperity, for fame, for women.
So his forefathers are.
So he's no good.
So he's done too much to even repent.
Yeah, it's the point. He's too far gone.
He's too far gone.
He's too consumed within himself. And that's why Yahweh said it's nearly hard for rich men to keep heaven. Because what did he do to get those riches?
It is not just him with me, all of them.
See, that's the point.
Yep.
So what did he do to get that money?
All of them niggas. All of them.
So the man's too far gone. Even if he wanted to repent, he can't. Because he done so many things to get it. He don't really want to lose it.
Same thing. What did Caiaphas and them say about Yahweh? Same thing. They didn't want to give up they didn't want to give up their place. Because if they'd have went along with Yahweh, they'd had to bend their knee to Yahweh, but in return they'd had to turn their back on Caesar, and they turned it back on. They didn't want to lose their governorships. They didn't want to lose their rulership because they knew Rome would have came in and Rome would have took over their little governorship. See, they just came in and slaughtered them. They didn't want to lose that. They didn't want to lose a little power over their own people that they had.
That's what it's doing nowadays. It's the same shit. They got all this fortune and fame. They want to lose it. So just for one purpose, for one thing. We talk about God.
They want to show themselves better. Really, they want to show themselves better than us. That's really what our people problem is. Our people are more consumed and more happy with being able to be better than another nigga than anybody else on this earth. They're not worried about trying to be better than the so-called white man, the so-called Arab, the so-called Chinese, the so-called Japanese. They more in it. Their whole life is embodied by being better than the next nigga. They ain't thinking about, how can we be better than the next nation? No, I just want to be better than you, nigga. I ain't have Kool-Aid. I didn't have food when I was a kid, but nigga, you was eating good, nigga. Your mama worked at the post office. Your daddy worked at the bank. Your daddy was a fucking construction worker. Y'all ate good. I was starving. Nigga get riches, he fucking hate you. because what his people didn't do, or what his motherfather couldn't or didn't do. And so his whole thought is, let me go show these niggas how I get down. Let me go show these niggas how I roll, how I rock. Let me go show my money. His whole goal is to show he got more than the next nigga, and that's not hard to do. It's easy. That's an easy feat. We already defeated. That's it. We already defeated. Yeah.
So this thing on IG speaking on, about what you do for money, like what you have to do. I saw this random came up. He came up to a bum, a man with no money. He's gonna give him, I think it was either 20, 40, or 100, between $40 to $100. He said, okay, the only way for you to get this money is for you to grab that burger and to feed you. So you said, I ain't gonna have to feed you, man. I said, well, then you don't want this money. I said, and then he said, yeah, hurry up. He's like, shut his mouth and shit. He said, no.
It's that buff shit.
Yeah, when they put it in, man, he said, you want damn money. You want that. That's what I'm saying. The shit that people do for money. They'll lose their fucking morals. They'll lose their years. And eventually you do it once, then you're going to do it again. You still hate it. But then you do it a third time, and after minutes, you got it builds. It becomes a cycle, bro.
And then next thing you lay on somebody's table, get pumped up.
Next thing you do more worse thing for worse thing, because the money adds up. It's more money to more money. And we're only 200, now it's 2,000. When 2,000 is 20,000. Yeah, and then he remember what it was.
And after that,
he don't want to go back to that.
He's able to go Phil. He's able to go now.
Yeah.
Right. So after he get fucked in the ass, but he just got 6 million. But getting fucked the butt.
But it's on the low. Ain't gonna
it's on low. What he do? He go consume himself with women, alcohol, tattoos, clothes, jewelry, nice cars, nice dinners. He forgets about it. The back of his mind is still there.
What did he say on the Matrix? What was that motherfucker name? Not Memphis. Trade. First Matrix. When he told Mr. Smith, he sat at the table and he said, I don't remember. Beat him? Nah.
I remember.
Nah, oh boy. The one that traded on all of them.
I can't remember.
Sprite, what was his name? Sprite. But he told him, he told him he's the one who told him where they was gonna be at and shit. He gave them all up. And he was like, I don't want to remember nothing. I just want to have a good life, make me the richest man, so I want to remember a steak to taste this food. And it wasn't real. But that's these niggas today, man. Just put me in the biggest house. It was for him. But that's how they think, man. Low-minded as fuck for himself.
Because you think about it, like the Matrix, when you think about it, there was robots who really Edomites.
Yeah.
They had niggas sleeping in these cocoons.
Yeah.
And because life was really hell.
They was feeding off.
Life was really hell.
And to show you Jake is everything because they was being fed off of Jake.
Mm-hmm.
They were and what was it called? Zion.
Yeah.
Israel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The motherland.
And life was really hell because they were fighting for freedom. Out of the rest of the system.
Yep.
And only one could beat it was Neo, which was FBI shot. But the whole point is like in the Matrix, that's why when you go to 2, he got put back in the Matrix again.
He got put back in. So he had to go bring him out.
He had to go bring him out again. He had to go for a second time. He was, he's regular life. His spirit started catching on, like, because that's how you elect. You start seeing like this shit ain't right.
Yeah, shit ain't right.
Something right.
But
that woman, though, she was stuck heavy.
It was hard. Sorry for her. She had the kids.
She had the kids. She had that family.
The kids was hard.
She was stuck. She thought it was real, but it wasn't. That's the point. So,
and that's his world.
It's not.
That's the things in this world.
It's not real. None of this shit's really real.
And who created that shit? So-called black man.
Yeah.
The real creator of it. So the so-called black man.
Mm-hmm.
Matrix, Terminator, because that shit was all supposed to roll together in one.
But like I said. And that's spirit.
It was JC, John Conyers, Jesus Christ, Neil, the one she broke all that shit. That shit was supposed to rock in together, man. She was supposed to play Neil.
Dumbass. He was supposed to play Neil. He's supposed to be a savior of mankind. He's supposed to save man from slavery. And that's the point. And how was he going to come save us from slavery? And right now we're in the Matrix. We're living a false reality. We don't live in, like I said, we don't live in a real world. All this shit here is fake, man. It's full of shit. It's phony. They locked up this one guy that sells sneakers, like Los Angeles. Niggas, all types of celebrities, for fake counterfeit.
What ain't fake?
Sneakers.
But China told that. China told the fucking watch you wear is fucking fake. We make it for $5.
So now,
they make it for a little
hey,
bit.
but he's smart. He did the same thing you saw do.
Right. He do it in China.
He found a shoe for $30, sold it for $200, $300. Niggas come buy it. But did he really wrong anybody? Because Nike, Jordan all do the same shit. Say it's stolen merchandise. But they stole merchandise as well too.
They robbed the people because, like they said in China, you go over all them clothes and shit, all them polos and all them Tommy Hilfiger, all that Guess, all that Nautica, all that Edomite, Ralph Lauren, all that bullshit. They over there making that shit for pennies on the dollar.
Come on.
And they send that shit back over here so they could do all that Burberry, all that fucking what's some purses, the fucking BL purses, Chanel purses, all that bullshit. They making it over there in fucking China. They was making it for America over in China for pennies on a fucking dollar. And they didn't, the price didn't jump up until what they would do. They said they would put all the bags together and they would ship it all back to America. Right. Only thing they would do here in America is they would put their fucking emblem on.
You know what's funny? Louis Vuitton, they got that shit from West Africa.
Wait, yeah, you see the way they dress?
Just because you can wear them.
All that shit. Yeah.
And they took that
shit. It's all stolen. It's all stolen. All stolen. They steal it. They go see other people. They're culture vultures. They go see other people's culture. Ooh, let's replicate. Let's replicate it. And they make it and they do it here and they fucking steal a design and they use it. And they call it their own.
And charge you for some shit that's
right.
That's really your brand.
And then it wasn't worth shit to it cost them nothing to fucking make it.
The fucking envelope.
And they come back here and they put it up 2,000%. So they take something that they only paid $400 to get fucking warehouse loads of shit, and they bring it over here and they market it 200, 300, 500, 4,000, 10,000. Go for a fucking Rolex watch, go get it made over in China. They make the same fucking watch, and they get it back here. They put the fucking name on it. But you get what I'm saying? But they put their fucking, the minute they put their fucking name on it, right? The minute the fucking name, now all of a sudden that bitch go from a $30 watch. Now that bitch is worth $10,000 because fucking Rolex name is on it. Because AP name is on. Because Richard Mille put his fucking name on. Now all of a sudden, this shit is worth fucking thousands of dollars.
They got the watch of Richard Mille. That shit is made from plastic.
So it's all bullshit.
Band, the band, it's really a fucking plastic band.
Yeah, they tell you the shit, man. It's just because they motherfucker put his name on.
And they upcharged it $500,000.
That's why I have to say is this foot land full of lies and fucking robbery, man. You getting robbed, like man, you scheming, man. They got you in a fucking trick. That's why you can go to fucking China, you can go to fucking Japan, and to say the least, and then you can go over to the Colombia, you go to Thailand, you go to Philippines, you go to Singapore, you go to Vietnam. You can go to fucking Paraguay. You can go to all these different places, and you can find everything for way cheap. You can find a nice high-rise apartment for $300, a 2-3 bedroom. You can go find a fucking mini mansion, 5-bedroom house, and you can buy that bitch for $58,000. Get the fuck out of here, man. We're over here in America. You paying fucking $2 million, $3 million for some shit like that. $500,000, $600,000. Fuck out of here, man.
Dude, they got 4 bedrooms and after that, and you see
fucking like, electricity, fucking $300-$400. It was $500 for water. Go over there, it's like fucking $30, $15, $20 for some good cell phone. Get the fuck out of here,
man. These apartments over here probably range from like $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 a month.
Shit, this shit over here about $2,000
a month, right? You go. There's some places on Zillow, like 5 bedroom would be like $2 million. And it's just a whole bunch of modernized nice shit in it. And it's like the land is trash. You're not getting a lot of land.
Right. No. Yeah.
So like, why am I? So what is it about this stuff that makes it $1 million?
This is where it's at.
Because it's all made out of the same fucking shit. Brick.
See, a lot of times it's made better over there.
So it's like, okay, I'm paying for
you get straight brick over
so there. I'm paying for a house that's 5 bedroom, for $1 million, but I got a little ass backyard, but it's just made in a fashionable way with a whole bunch of glass.
And it's cheap. And it's come out the America's house. It's cheap.
Yeah, and it was weird. It's like a whole bunch of glass.
Vinyl side.
They got like these big ass windows. It's supposed to be like lavish. About a big ass windows. Man, that's easy to break through. So I make a house with stones, with fucking cement, brick, and glass. Some marble countertops. Come on, it's countertop.
Y'all forget, they forget the story of the big bad wolf.
Yeah, like come on, it's fucking countertop.
Right?
That material on this apartment is the same material made on a $3 million house in America. So it's like, what the fuck is so? But all it is got big windows and a chandelier glass. Which come on, glass is infinite. So these glasses, come on, a nice carved up glass and chandelier. Okay, give me a so-called nice stove top and some different furniture pieces in. So it's a classic house, bitch. I'm literally on a backyard, big ass fucking, not even like, come on, probably the backyard's probably about as big as this right here. Little strip of fucking backyard. I don't got no land. And this house ain't really worth $1 million, but I'm looking at it. This is a fucking house with a bunch of bedrooms. You're upcharging me for nothing.
You get nothing for it.
Stealing. Liar.
Robbing
the fuck out you. And niggas are paying crazy amount of money for these houses. And it's like, it's not even worth the money.
No, it's the land.
It's not even, that's the point you're paying. If I buy $1 million house, I'm buying $1 million worth of land. I'm not buying $1 million house
48
for a fucking small piece of land and to be around a whole bunch of other motherfucking people. That's dumb as fuck, man.
That's his system. It's robbery. You know, there's $1 million apartment.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's dumb as shit.
I think it makes no
They got it in Miami. They got Miami. They got the like, oh yeah, so crazy ass penthouse and shit. $50 a month. For what?
You go get the same. They were showing. You go get the same shit in Thailand. You go to Thailand and get the same shit for $500.
You still gotta buy groceries.
All that and everything else.
Still gotta buy
insurance, all that shit.
If I'm paying $2,000 a fucking month for a fucking dude, I better that better call free breakfast. I better get a chef with this bitch. I better get a maid. I better get a free car detailing car service. I mean, I better get fucking a personal fucking wardrobe maker. Like, I better get a free every month. I should come in with a shit ton of groceries. Like, it should be a whole thing. I should be getting a whole fucking thing. But no, you're still doing the same old thing. But you're paying $3,000 for what? So you live out. I got $3,000 apartment.
Which is right quick, just while we're on the plane, we get off of it. But like Mike Tyson said it cost him $75,000 a year just to cut his fucking grass, to take manicure the house he used to have. 50 Cent bought the bitch, right? He held it for like 14 years. He sold it for $3 million. Right? He bought it for $4 million, sold it for $3 million. So he took a loss, right? But the point is that some shit like that'll cost you $75,000, and he motherfucker had a big ass house, with big ass acreage, right? Even at that, it still wasn't worth it. That still was it was overvalued, because then you can only live in so many rooms at a fucking time, right? You can only be in so many places at once.
You ain't got 10 kids.
You ain't 10. That motherfucker, you needed a whole fucking. You could fit 100 motherfucking people in it. Motherfucker Mike Tyson said that one day. He said he remember he had his big ass party. He said he looked up like a week or two later. He said some bitch came running off saying where my clothes and some shit. Like, bitch couldn't find a way through the house. Bitch got stuck in the house. Like, you know, that's kind of shit it is, bro. Like, you wake up, a few days later, whatever, you looking up, you like, yeah, wait, where my shit at? Like, what kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? It's a big ass crib. But here, it's not. Now, you can go take that to another country, right? You can go to another country, you buy your land, and you can build that same exact house. You can have fucking maids, you can have your manicures, and you would never still come close to those $75,000 just for the lawn.
You got 2 wives in there. Pregnate them all. Not all of them. 3 kids. Like that's the house you get without a big ass family.
Man, it's fucking crazy.
If you're one man with like 3 kids, bro, come on, you don't need that shit.
That's just fucking. That's just some shit. That's just to say. That's just like I said. It's just to one up somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a waste. It's a fucking waste. Yeah, it's just waste. It's just to be wasteful. It makes no sense. But that's why the scriptures say riches are not common before a nigga. Because you niggas don't know how to spend right, man. You don't know how to make the right judgments, man.
They gonna buy 12 cars, 20 cars.
Right. You gonna go smoke dope, sit up and think about what dumb, retarded, ignorant nigga shit you get into.
They do mushrooms now.
All that shit, man.
Mushrooms and shit. Mike Tyson on the interview doing mushrooms.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was doing it with the game.
On the show. He got a show.
Doing it with the game and shit. They had like this chocolate bar.
Yeah.
He said, come on, go ahead, nigga. You know what I'm saying? 5 minutes later.
So I'm saying, man, it's just fucking sick. It's just stupid.
It's childish shit. Whatever. Childish games. That's Jake though.
But you've been robbed and spoiled, man. And that's a part of you being robbed and spoiled, man. Not knowing how to deal with life properly, not knowing how to properly adjust yourself. Right. When you get something, you don't know how to deal with it in a way to further your people. And then if you do, what they gonna do to you? They gonna take it from you just like they did. And that was the point of Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's the point of Redwood. That was the point of Esau doing all these bombings to all these great Jake neighborhoods that was thriving and that was doing better than his shit, because they wanted you new niggas to understand and know, stay in line, get in order, boy, or we'll take everything from you, man. Like they do now to this day. Look at the P. Diddy's. Look at all. Hey, P. Diddy wasn't no different than Hugh Hefner. What's the difference between Hugh Hefner and P. Diddy? There is none. That's it, man. But Hugh Hefner lived a functional life. They said that nigga had tunnels. They say that Hefner had fucking tunnels underground leading to all different kind of celebrity houses. Okay? You can go from his shit underground to all over different places in fucking California, man. So will you tell me what's the difference between that fucking dirty pedophile that was fucking 70, 80 years, 90 years old, fucking a girl that was fucking 17, 18 years old, right? What's the difference in that nasty fuck than any R. Kelly or any P. Diddy or any? What's the difference, man? Jake ain't never that bad when you put him in Epstein Island. What's the difference? You know? No, because he was a nasty freak. He was just a freak. He was a filthy freak.
Yeah, R. Kelly deserved the Tachi.
You know?
R. Kelly.
He just did it with him and other female. You know, this nigga did it with
R. Kelly.
But the point is, these Edomites been doing this shit forever. This nigga had a whole farm of Edomite bitches, man. Playboy and playgirl. Making money off of pimping bitches. Okay? They used to talk about the playmate parties. They used to talk about how they used to have to sit up and fuck him. Man, come on, man. He used to fuck other men and shit. And who else know what else he was doing?
Basically, the little finger.
Yeah, man. Fuck out of here, man.
The little finger. I forgot one.
Right. Let's tell those stories. Hey, let's pull out them Hugh Hefner stories.
Hey, because it touched, like I said, it touched that Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You had the one of the generals of the army. He came in there in a brothel. He wants to have one of young. Younger. And he had 3 little 12-year-old little girls in there having his way with him.
Yeah. Pull out that shit when you do. You know, where that Epstein list at? Pull that shit out, motherfucker.
She was able to get away with it because they were certain class, man.
No, they president a fucking pedophile. Their last 2 presidents was pedophiles.
Shit.
Fuck out of here, man. And that nigga was a faggot, man. He was a Hamite, didn't he?
Obama was a faggot.
Clinton was a faggot.
They all were niggas.
They're all faggots, man. They're all filthy because they can't be there unless they got to get that dirt on them.
You know they go to whorehouses.
Yeah, man, they all filthy.
They all go to the whorehouses. They have orgies and shit.
They all filthy.
They all do the same shit. All those high, like, I mean, when you watch certain shows, like
So as the king, so as the people.
Like, they all do nasty shit. They all have sex with each other. They all have sex with little boys and girls. They all do that nasty fucking shit. They don't get away. They get away with it because they're the higher echelon of the people, and they're the governors and
like that motherfucker. Charlie Sheen was banging out the Feldman boy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's just one of the many. Like all them producers, they were saying that the Spielbergs was told the mother and daughters split them up. Mother went to this room, daughter went to that room, and basically told the daughter she got to get down and fuck. She was a little girl. She was like 14, 13 years old. Look what they did to Drew Barrymore. That bitch was smoking dope when she was fucking 11, 12 years old. Drew Barrymore was getting so fucking high, man. She's all fucked up, man. What the fuck you talking about, man?
Mark 8:37. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
That's it. So if you're shit to come on and teach his word in front of people, in front of all these sinners, man, you ain't shit.
Right.
And this world is shit, man. We're the only good thing about this world.
That's right.
So with that,
Yahweh, Bashem, Yoshak, Bashem, Kakudash. Shalom and the ball for ball.